Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Canadian Shield. My name is Sterling, and I'm your host. So the other day in the House of Commons, Pierre Poilievre was talking to Chrystia Freeland about this capital gains tax, and they were trying so hard to make him look bad, and she was all standing up, oh, Mr. Speaker, Mr. Speaker. Now, I let the whole thing play because she had to bow out, right? As Pierre Poilievre put it, they took her off the ice. Like she was getting so, it was just getting so bad for her that she couldn't stand up to answer the next question. In the end, they tried to say, well, why is he the only one talking? Everybody else should be talking. I mean, the desperation, the complete deflection, the idea that somehow you're going to make Canadians think that this tax deal is a good idea. And let's be honest, it's not a good idea, but this is what socialism does. It always taxes the economy into shrinkage. It's always done it. It has always done it because it has no mind of its own. It doesn't have it. It doesn't have the creativity. It doesn't support big business because that would mean that they wouldn't have absolute control over everything. And that's really at the center of socialism. Anyway, that's a different video. And I will do a video explaining to you these ins and outs and the nuances of what the problem with C69 is. But this one is a straight up exchange as we watch the Liberals just completely come apart in the face of logic and calm tranquility that the Conservative put forward. All right, before we get into it, I would encourage you to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Let's do it.
The Bloc is now condemning the same tax increase that they just voted in favor of. Mr. Speaker, it seems that they are changing their position.
That welders won't have to pay this tax. Only the 0.13% wealthiest. Well, all the economists contradict that. The fact that she has 300,000 businesses that she admits will be taxed and all of their owners will be taxed contradicts that as well. So there's one way we could solve this controversy. Will she commit to put in law that no one in the bottom 99.87% will pay any new taxes?
The Honourable Deputy Prime Minister.
Already demonstrated his financial illiteracy. He does not understand how the capital gains inclusion rate works. But I want to offer him an opportunity to continue his economic education. Yesterday, the IMF published a report on the Canadian economy. The IMF commented on our capital gains move and said it makes the system more fair and also said it will have no impact on investment or productivity. That's the IMF, Mr. Speaker.
The Honourable Leader of the Official Opposition.
Mr. Speaker, I think we should just let's put aside the disagreement and even the debate on this, and let's come to a resolution here that will bring a lot of calm to the millions of Canadians who are worried about their taxes going up. The minister claims that only the 0.13% wealthiest Canadians will pay. So why not just enshrine that in law? Will she commit today to pass an amendment to her tax bill stating that no one whose income is in the bottom 99.87% will pay any new taxes at all?
Hear, hear.
Weed the 99.
The Honourable Deputy Prime Minister.
Mr. Speaker, I want to quote some interesting words that were stated in this House of Commons. Quote, the monstrous increases in capital gains are making the rich vastly richer and creating a kind of aristocratic feudal economy. Do you know who said that, Mr. Speaker? The member for Carleton. We agree the current system is unfair. We are pushing against it. What made the member, after 8 weeks of dithering, change his mind?
The Honourable Leader of the Official Opposition.
Mr. Speaker, we're simply asking the minister to put her words into law. Okay? So she's claimed that no one who earns less than the top 0.13% of income in the country will be affected. So, once again, will she amend her bill to say that no one who is in the bottom 99.87% of income earners will pay any new tax increase whatsoever? Yes or no?
The Honourable Deputy Prime Minister.
Mr. Speaker, let's review what we've learned so far in question period today. First, the Leader of the Official Opposition doesn't even understand how the capital gains inclusion rate works.
Yes.
That's a problem. Second, the Leader
problem.
of the Official Opposition disavows his own words in this House about capital gains. But probably the most important thing is that the average income in Carleton is $58,400. Their MP is not on the side of working people earning that wage in his own
That's
right,
bottom
and
line.
that is shameful.
The Honourable Leader of the Official Opposition.
Mr. Speaker, I'm just quoting right now from her own budget speech, where she said, for 99.87% of Canadians, there will be no extra capital gains tax. Okay, she put it in her speech. So why won't she put it in the law?
The Honourable Government House Leader.
See? They can't handle it.
Order. I'll try it in French. Alors.
Order.
L'Honourable Leader.
The Honourable Government House Leader.
For about 20 years, this leader has been skulking around this place without really much contact with the outside world. In the 9 years that they've been over there, they voted against a child benefit, a dental plan, a prescription drug plan, a child care plan. Every time Canadians look to that person to stand up for their interests, for fairness in Canada, that guy takes a seat, Mr. Speaker.
The Honourable Leader of the Official Opposition.
I see they've pulled the finance minister off the ice. She can't answer a question. So she mentioned she won't guarantee in law that the bottom 99.87% of Canadians will pay nothing. So let's make it a little bit easier for her. She claimed that she doesn't want welders to have to pay more. Will she amend her bill to ensure that not a single welder anywhere in Canada will be forced to pay this tax increase? Yes or no?
The Honourable
Oh, this
Minister.
guy. With his, he's got a catchphrase, this guy.
The more I stand here, the longer question period takes. Yeah,
The Honourable Minister of Innovation.
We will take no lessons from these conservatives. Mr. Speaker, generational fairness is key to Canadians, Mr. Speaker, and that's why in the last budget we presented measures, Mr. Speaker, measures to build this country, measures to invest in our economy, measures to invest in the middle class, measures to help Canadians, Mr. Speakers. And you know what? Our capital gains change will help Canadians. Mr. Speaker, on this side of the House, can you believe they voted against tax fairness, Mr. Speaker?
Shocking.
Against tax fairness, Mr. Speaker. On this side of the House, we will fight for Canadians and we will fight for the middle class.
Wow. His numbers must be really bad.
The Honourable Leader of the Official Opposition.
Are they okay over there?
A little wacky.
I won't call them wacko, Mr. Speaker. That's unparliamentary. But I just have a very simple question. And this is for the finance minister if she's not still in hiding. Very simple question. She said she doesn't want welders to have to pay more. Will she put an amendment in her tax bill saying that not one single welder will face a tax increase?
Hey, quiet down. The Honourable Government House Leader.
Speaker, in any given year, 0.1% 0.13% of Canadians will pay a modest increase in their taxable gains. But I hear the leader across who has never seen a support for a single Canadian that he is prepared to vote for, talking about sidelining people. He sidelines that entire caucus in every single question period. We hear from him yawning and misinformation all the time, Mr. Speaker. Unchain the rest of the people over there.
Of course, that's all false. I got all kinds of clips. There's all kinds every day the conservatives speak up. It's the liberals that only allow a few people to speak. The problem is in the capital gains legislation, and I'll explain it to you in a fuller video, but it's like I said, it's the reality of a guy earning 250. And, you know, if you're out there and you're listening to this and you're a young man or you're looking for a second career, welders get paid really well. So especially if you can add diving to it and you can weld underwater, there's really good money in that, all of the trades. But one of the things that made me laugh when it talks about a welder is that all of a sudden you would see every single doctor would also be like, you know what it means to be a dentist / welder, like optometrist / welder. It'd be funny. All right, I'm going to wrap here. I want to thank you all for listening, and I would appreciate it if you would like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, share this channel with your friends. I will talk to you next time.